Ooh. Nice little trout. So with these guys, you want to wash your hands, get them wet before you touch them. Takes the slime off of them, but nice little guy. Before I started rolling again, I was hooked into a few of them, but a few nicer ones out of this school. These Z-Mans, you gotta really play with them sometimes to get them to work right. But I love them. This one Z-Man will last me all day, if not more. They're super strong. And on this jig head right here, it allows it to, gives it a swivel action. This is my favorite jig head, Z-Man, Texas rig. And these elastic, they just, that's the color I'm using. It's called Beer Run. And I've always liked the red jig heads, red eyes. So there's something popping in there again. So let's reposition us and throw back in there. There's a manatee right there in front of us too. Something's definitely in there, swirling around. It's one of the only things I don't really like about a paddle kayak. I've been on pedal kayaks. They're nice because you can kind of stay in one spot and fish. With these paddle kayaks, it gets a little bit harder to position yourself, but it doesn't bother me too much. Once you learn to position yourself, it's annoying sometimes, but for the most part, it's not too bad. It's definitely worth saving the $1,000 that you're gonna pay more for a pedal kayak. Oh, something just bumped me. Something bumped me a few times. And what they'll do is they'll hang around all these bait pods. Definitely gonna be a lot of trout today. Oh, just got bumped again. Yanked it out of his mouth. Yep. They'll hang all in these bait pods. So if you just throw out there, let it sink a little bit, and just slowly retrieve it in. Oh, there it goes. Oh, got off again. And that's the trout. Definitely a trout. Trout will bump it, bump it, bump it. Could be a ladyfish, but usually if a snook or a red hits it, they're gonna hit it and go. The trout tend to play with it a little bit. Alright. Get off this a little bit. Head over to that point over there. Ladyfish. There's a trout right there. A couple of them. Let's see if I can get one to bite. A lot of bait in the water. Yep, there's a fish right there. He just took off. There we go. Nice trout. Yep. Yeah. Seeing him over there, sitting down. Oh yeah. Okay. Move this one this side. There we go. Look at him. Not too bad of a guy. Got him right in the corner of the mouth. Right there. Just gonna let him go. Caught about 4 trout today. Well, I got 2 of them on the camera because I forgot to, something was following it up. I forgot to press record. Like I said, this is all new to me, this GoPro thing. But I enjoy teaching others and sharing others different ways to fish. And I know there's a lot of guys that can come out here and throw a greenback or a shrimp on their hook and, you know, catch a fish. I mean, you still have a little bit of skill. You need to know where the fish are and stuff like that, but I like to fish artificial. I know in my area it's always been a huge controversy on bait fishermen and artificial fishermen, but me personally, I feel like it's more of a reward catching a fish on a piece of plastic, because you're making that piece of plastic look like a real fish, whereas just throwing out a greenback that swims around or a shrimp that flickers around, I mean, at that point I feel like you're just sitting and waiting, letting the bait do the work for you. And don't really care for that too much. Now, like I said, I will use bait here and there, you know, when biting gets tough, or if I've got my 2 daughters with me, or I'm in a place where I know you kind of need to throw bait. But like I said, 98% of the time I'm throwing artificial lures. If I come out here and I don't catch anything, that's okay, you know. But when I do come out here and I do catch stuff, it just feels more rewarding. You get more casts in when you're using artificial. Look, there we go. Something's hitting me. You get more casts in, so there's more opportunity to catch a fish. So you can fish every zone. You fish every zone. Some manatees over there in the distance, over yonder. But I've gotten to the point in my life to where I'm ready to show people what I know, teach people. I love taking my kids fishing because I love showing them how to tie new knots or work new baits or learn the water, how the water's flowing. A lot of people think fishing is just, oh, drop a line in the water. It's a lot more than that. There it goes. Probably not a trout. Usually a trout I fish with a little bit lighter drag. They got a real soft mouth. Oh, look at that. It's pufferfish. These guys will tear up your bait. And I'm not going to be this guy also that only shows you the big fish or the... I'm going to show you everything I catch. Because all these fishing shows on TV, you know, there he goes. All these fishing shows on TV, they only show you, they'll go out fishing for a few days and stitch together a few days of film into one 15-20 minute episode. And it makes it look like they go out one day and catch all these fish, when in reality, there you go, buddy, it's a few days worth of film. Me, I'm not afraid to show the bad days, the small fish, the bycatches, you know, when I mess up, when knots, because to me, all of that is a learning experience. It's another opportunity to show you guys what really happens out here, so you don't get false expectations like, oh, I'm gonna go buy a kayak, I'm gonna go buy this paddle tail, I'm gonna go buy this bait, and get out there and throw 1,000 casts and catch 2 little fish. Because there are days you come out here and catch 100 fish. There's days you come out here catch 5 fish. There's days you come out here and you catch a catfish. Oh, something just got me. You gotta kind of, there we go. Feels like a little trout. Oh yeah. Oh, a little snook. Little guy, real small guy. Look at that. Oh, there he goes. See? Shit happens. Oh, pardon my language. Sometimes you just fall right off. Oh, that's a nice one. I thought I hit plate when, oh. I was having some technical difficulties with the GoPro. The battery died or something. I bought some spare batteries, but I don't think they're gonna cut it because I only filmed for like 2 minutes and the battery died. There's something over here messing around. These oyster beds, they hold a lot of fish. Oh, something got me. Oh, something bumped me again. Usually when you see an oyster bed, you want, there he is. There he is, little trout. Oh, he got off. He got off and spun my stuff up. Alright. I'm pulling up to the kayak launch now. This all used to be big trees, a bunch of green. Now it's completely destroyed. But this is one of the kayak launches I do like to use. It's right by a fishing pier in Placida, heading toward Boca Grande. It's not a far walk, but had a great day out here. I hope you guys enjoy. And I'm gonna do something different also that I don't see a lot of YouTubers do. I see a few fishing shows do it, but I don't see any YouTubers really do it too much. They don't do really a tackle talk. They don't talk about how they had their stuff rigged up. They don't talk about how they used the bait. They don't talk about any of that. So I'm definitely gonna do a tackle talk once I'm done and loaded up. I'll show you what I use, where you can find it. But it was definitely a great day, and hope you guys watch it. See you next time.